We begin with breaking news tonight at 5. Multiple people are hurt after an attack on Pearl Street Mall that the FBI is calling a targeted terror attack. However, Boulder's police chief said it is too early to link this to terrorism. We do know the attack happened during a peaceful demonstration in support of releasing the Israeli hostages. But Boulder police say again they cannot confirm yet if a specific group of people were targeted.
Tonight we have breaking news out of Boulder. Police are on scene of an attack on Pearl Street. The FBI is investigating it as a targeted terror attack. It happened during a weekly demonstration raising awareness for Israeli hostages. Thanks for joining us this Sunday evening. I'm Mark Salinger.
And I'm Jennifer Meckles. Boulder police say they responded to calls of people set on fire. Police say the man is in custody. Police have closed that area in downtown Boulder.
Now, within the last hour, we heard directly from Boulder Police Chief Stephen Redfern. He said his officers were called to a chaotic situation of people with potentially life-threatening burns.
Thanks for being here, everyone. I'm Kim Posey. This is 2 Prime News at 7, and we have an entire team out in Boulder right now. Let's get right to Jeremy Hubbard, live near Pearl Street with the very latest information tonight. Jeremy, that news conference just wrapping up.
Yeah, Kim, let's give you the details that we got from Boulder Police just moments ago. They have a suspect in custody. His name is Mohammed Sabri Solomon. Again, he was arrested here on scene moments after the attack without incident. We're told the FBI, the State Patrol, Boulder Police, and other agencies are investigating tonight. The FBI already weighing in on this. The director calling it a targeted terror attack earlier today. And as you said, the victims in this attack ranging in age from 67 to 88 years old. I talked to one man who said that this peaceful walk has been going on here in Boulder ever since the October 7th attacks 3 years ago.
We start with breaking news of a violent attack in Boulder, Colorado. The FBI says they're investigating an act of terror after reports of multiple people set on fire in downtown Boulder. We take a look here. Boulder police say a suspect is now in custody after several people were attacked near the county courthouse where a pro-Israel demonstration was taking place. Although it's important to note that police say it is too early in the investigation to say if that particular group was targeted.
Live from Southern Colorado's Alert Station, KKTV 11 News starts right now.
Good Sunday evening. I'm Grace Kramer.
And I'm Blake Salmon. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to start this evening with this breaking 11 News alert. We're learning more this afternoon about what the FBI is calling a targeted terror attack in Boulder that's left multiple people injured.
Now, Boulder police say they have one man in custody right now. This is video from the scene out in Pearl Street. This is in the western part of the city, a very, very busy area, even on a Sunday. That's where police say they responded to reports of multiple people with burn injuries after an attack.
Authorities are investigating a targeted terror attack in Colorado. Several victims have life-threatening injuries. What we know about the person in custody.
South Park's recent immigration raid is leaving people with more questions than answers. Tonight, the reaction from an attorney who says it could have been done differently.
And California insurance rates are going up again. We speak to a man who says he's done everything to protect his property. But is it enough? ABC 10 News starts right now.
ABC 10 News at 6 starts now with breaking news featuring Max Goldwasser.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Ava Kirshner in for Max Goldwasser. We begin tonight with breaking news out of Colorado. According to Boulder police, multiple people were injured after a man allegedly set them on fire during a peaceful demonstration outside of a courthouse.
This is KCRA 3. We begin with breaking news.
I saw like this big fire go up. They had like really bad burns all up on their legs. And then I went over to this other grass area that was like right by the front entrance. And there were some people, there was another lady on the ground with really bad burns on her legs, just like screaming.
It's tough to hear right now. We're following breaking news out of Boulder, Colorado, where several people were injured and some may have been set on fire in what the FBI is investigating as an act of terrorism. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Cecil Hannibal.
And I'm Leanne Daniger. This all unfolding at an outdoor mall in Boulder during an event intended to raise awareness about Israeli hostages held in Gaza.
Thank 1325 Pearl Street, the courthouse. There is a male with a blowtorch setting people on fire. There's multiple mixed reports about if people are on fire now. We're getting lots of 911 calls.
When this call came out today, our officers rushed as quickly as they could, and they immediately ran into a chaotic situation.
We have multiple injuries. We're sending multiple ambulances.
I'm able to confirm there are 6 victims, ages 67 to 88. All of them have been transported to local hospitals.
I was supposed to be here and I wasn't. I hear a lot of people here saying it was a protest. It was a silent walk. Women and children. It was attacked.
The subject has been identified as Mohammed Sabri Solomon, and he's 45 years old.
What I hope all Coloradans and all Americans can agree is that violence targeting individuals for nothing more than their Jewish identity is unacceptable.
Any attempt to divide us through fear or harm has no place in Boulder, in Colorado, or anywhere in our nation.
That is my promise, to hold the attacker fully accountable.
Boulder has recovered before from acts of violence, and we will again recover.
A targeted terror attack on Boulder's Pearl Street Mall. 6 people hurt and in the hospital. A suspect in police custody tonight. Thank you so much for joining us for Denver 7 News at 10. I'm Jacqueline Allen, and we are searching for answers in this tragedy. Why now? Why Boulder? And what happens next? This as we get these new images of the aftermath. You can see here, this is the suspect, 45-year-old Mohammed Solomon, shirtless, holding what police call a makeshift flamethrower, and screaming pro-Palestine statements at peaceful pro-Israel demonstrators. Police then tackling him to the ground as bystanders rush to help those who were hurt. Coming up, I'm talking to the man who took this video as he and the Boulder community cope with what happened here. And first, we have team coverage for you tonight, covering this story from multiple angles. Denver 7's Adria Irahita in the newsroom, connecting us with the Jewish community, listening to their concerns. And our Maggie Wilansky is in Colorado Springs at the home of the suspect in this attack as the FBI searches for a motive.
Tonight on KSL 5 News at 10, a disturbing overnight discovery. 2 Cache County neighborhoods blanketed with hateful messages. Shelby Lofton has an exclusive interview for the family who may have been targeted.
It made me feel community is, under some sort of attack.
A targeted terror attack in Boulder, Colorado. Multiple people injured, including some set on fire. What went wrong?
The subject used a makeshift flamethrower and threw an incendiary device into the crowd.
And the incredible graduation rate turnaround for one Utah school district. What was the key, going from 25% to now nearly 90% graduating?
Being here today, that really proves to me and everybody else who doubted me that I did it.
KSL News at 10 starts now.
Boulder is not immune to tragedy, sadly, and I know a lot of people are scared right now. All I know is Boulder has recovered before from acts of violence, and we will again.
We begin with an update to breaking news in Boulder, Colorado. We first reported at 5 o'clock. 6 people were injured in what investigators are calling a targeted terror attack. The FBI is now helping Boulder police with this investigation.
They say it happened at demonstrations calling for the release of Israeli hostages in Gaza.
Right now at 11, kicking off Pride Month with a block party in St. Pete. The reason one woman has come to this event for the past 23 years. Plus, hundreds of people out walking in Tampa to fight against childhood cancer. We've got their story coming up.
Your voices, your stories. Complete coverage from across the Bay Area. ABC Action News starts now.
Hello and welcome to ABC Action News at 11. I'm Nadine Yanis. Thank you for joining us tonight. Here's a look at the stories making headlines on this Sunday evening. An argument between 2 people turned deadly tonight.
For inside UGM, some victims outside as well. More medics, please, feel free.
A chaotic scene outside of a men's shelter in Salem tonight. Thanks so much for joining us here at 11. We're going to start off tonight with breaking news of a mass stabbing incident at a Union Gospel Mission shelter on Northeast Commercial Street. Let's go live right now to our Catherine Cook with the latest. Catherine?
Starting off this morning with a few passing showers, but we'll see increasing sunshine throughout the day. I'll break down what you can expect for the rest of the week ahead. Summertime heat on the way, coming up in that first morning forecast.
This morning, an 18-year-old is facing murder charges in Clifton Park. What we know about this deadly stabbing so far.
I could feel the heat just standing near that fence. You can see things collapsing. You can hear things collapsing as it's been going.
Plus, crews are working to learn more about a major fire at an abandoned mill in Saratoga County. Tamara Starr will join us with the latest on this investigation.
They're taking a wrecking ball against vulnerable children and families and senior citizens.
And Governor Kathy Hochul says she will not back down from supporting New Yorkers. What she has to say about President Trump's new budget bill.
Live from our community. News Channel 13 today starts right now. Live from our community. News Channel 13 live at 11 starts right now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Rachel Teedy. New at 11 tonight, growing concerns about rights when confronted by alleged ICE agents.
From KTVN, this is 2 News Nevada, Morning Edition.
The Nevada legislative session comes to an end today. We've got some of the bills lawmakers are expected to discuss coming up.
Plus, President Donald Trump's budget package heads to the Senate this week, while some members of his own party are pushing for major changes to this legislation.
A beautiful sunrise so far this morning, but a warm week ahead. Not nearly as warm as this past weekend, though. Send it right back to you at the desk.
Good morning, and thank you for starting your Monday with us. I'm Kyle Louder.
And I'm Faith Justice. So glad to be with you. If you got outside this weekend, maybe you've got the sunburn or the bug bites to prove it.
Well, I think it was a record-breaking weekend temperature-wise. Let's check in with meteorologist Barrett Vincent now. Barrett, good morning, my friend.
Good morning. We hit 99 on Saturday. The record was 98, so broke a record on Saturday.
Now, local, trusted. This is KBTX News.
College Station police say they're looking for a man who they call armed and dangerous.
Cedric Darnell is wanted for burglary of a habitation, injury to a child, and evading arrest. Police.
News 10 starts now with a breaking news alert.
We begin tonight with breaking news out of Lake Mejia, where authorities are investigating a questionable death after a woman was found dead in the water this afternoon.
Get the Coast TV News app, the latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Coastal news customized to your needs. Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices. Coast TV, our community, your news. You're watching Atlanta's only locally owned station. Live at 5 starts now on Atlanta News First with First Alert Weather.
We have got sunshine and warmth right now, but we've now added 2 new First Alert weather days for rain that is on the way. I'm Blair Miller.
And I'm Carly Barnett. First groundbreaking announcement at Atlanta News First that will result in an even more dedicated local news team for your family.
Starting August 15th, Atlanta News First will begin a new chapter as an independent television station, ending a 31-year affiliation with CBS. This move by our parent company, Gray Media, will allow us to better cater our local news to your family's needs.
Atlanta deserves this, and that is it's going to be a full-time news deliverer of everything that's happening in our community. You know, live sports, live news, live events, and I hope that our coverage, as I think we've done since we acquired this station 3 years ago, but it gives us an opportunity to take it and really put it on steroids.
So as far as how you watch Atlanta News First, we will still be here on the same channel. Again, all this is happening on August 15th.
Tonight, the disturbing new video from that attack in Colorado. The suspect accused of lighting people on fire because they supported Israel. Inside the chaos, the new video showing what appears to be the suspect's first violent moves. A throw, then smoke and chaos. What we're learning about the Egyptian national in jail on a federal hate crime charge. His planning that began more than a year ago, and the 16 unused Molotov cocktails filled with gasoline. Among the 12 victims, a Holocaust survivor, and why, according to court documents, he says he would do it again. The tense moments when an ICE raid sparked a dramatic backlash. This as one of the president's top advisors blasts immigration officials, demanding they round up at least 3,000 people a day. Ukraine's bold attack on Russia's long-range bombers, the covert drone operation that turned shipping trucks into Trojan horses. Etna explosion, tourists fleeing for their lives, the volcanic eruption caught on camera.
He had his whole life ahead of him, and it was just so preventable and so unnecessary.
And our new series, The Cost of Denial, the painful story of a young man who died after he faced a dramatically higher price for his asthma inhaler, why his parents are now suing, and what they say their son wasn't told. The wildfires from Canada triggering U.S. air quality alerts, and the new severe weather threat. Al Roker standing by. And head over heels, this high school hurdler fell with just a few feet to go. How she somersaulted her way to first place. Nightly News starts right now.
This is NBC Nightly News with Tom Yamas.
And good evening. Tonight, as we come on the air, we are getting striking new details about that firebomb attack on a Jewish community group in Colorado.